Hey y'all, welcome back to SJGames Live. My name's Hunter. We got Jimmy and Randy join us, and this is our special Valentine's Day stream. A little early. We're 2 days early, but figured it was a good enough time as any to go all pink, got the hearts, got the stuff, cause we are playing Deadly Doodles, and we're actually playing the special Valentine's Day map of Deadly Doodles. If you haven't done it already, I've been linking it on social media and stuff. You can still get this. We're actually going to go through an explanation of the game in just a second. But if you go to our website, it's sjgames.com deadlydoodles.sjgames.com, sorry. And there's a link there. You can click it and print it out. We're actually going to play along with you guys at home. We'll explain to you in a sec how that works. But we're going to explain the game first. In case you haven't played before, you don't even need a copy of the game to play along with us right now. Hopefully you do have a copy because it's really fun. But you don't need it. You just need the map and something to write with. But we got Randy here. He's one of the co-designers of the game. So he'll take us through how to play real quick, and then we'll give you some time to print that out while you do that.
So I'm going to describe how to play Deadly Doodles in general.
Yes.
And then I will talk about what we are doing differently for this.
Just a couple small changes.
There's a couple small changes, but in general, you play Deadly Doodles. You gather everyone up. You take your materials out. Everybody uses the same board. There are now multiple boards to be able to be used, but to be fair...
They look a lot like this, just not with a heart.
Usually they're dry erase as well when they're supplied, but there are PDF ones. You would also use a dry erase on those. We're going to be using these Sharpies. Don't use Sharpies when you're using a board. Yes. Just because we're using paper, that's what we're going to do. Everybody's going to play at the same time. We're going to draw 4 cards from the shuffled deck each round, and there are 7 rounds in the game. The cards we can see, we're going to see a draw 2. That's pretty self-explanatory. If that comes up, we're just going to set it off to the side and draw 2 more. Trap, I'll talk about those at the end. It's not going to be as big, but let me talk about the shapes. You can draw this little T side shape here, all 4 connections, a little elbow, in a straight line. The key to these shapes is that they have to connect from one of the silhouetted chevrons in the little box, a little diamond you can barely see that goes between boxes as you do them. The first shape you draw on any map has to touch one of the entrances.
When we start playing, I'll show you guys my first move so you can kind of see how that works. But if Brandon can cut to the smaller camera over here, what we're talking about when we say chevrons, it's these entrance points here. There's little arrows.
Well, that is the entrance. The chevrons are these little gray arrows.
Oh, yeah, sorry.
In between. They're little grayed out arrows. Basically, you can't drive into a wall.
There you go.
The little black wall, the thick black wall are on the outside, or the black open spaces in the middle. Don't draw your stuff into it. There is also this little guy, and that little guy right there is a dead end. Mm-hmm. So once you draw that one into the middle, you won't cross, it won't leave again on another one. Every line you draw is going to have to either connect to a line you previously drew or to an entrance. You can connect to more than one entrance if you want. You can come in different spots. They will be worth some points at the end of the game if you did not use them, but sometimes it's worth the points just to go.
Especially on this map, because you have a heart in the middle, and in that heart you'll notice that those black lines that you were talking about, those big black boxes are all walls, so you'll have to come in through an entrance in the heart to get
You're going to want to use more than one entrance on this one to get a decent score. The trap cards, normally they're mixed into the deck. When one gets drawn, it is the exception to all of the others. You can draw a trap anywhere that you haven't drawn something else, and it doesn't have to be connected to the stuff you've already drawn or an entrance.
It does have to be a blank space.
It has to be a blank space. You can't draw over any of this stuff, like any of the treasure, any of the axes, or anything like that. Drawing into a box that contains one of those counts as drawing over the top of it. You're going to want to mark that stuff down. There's a little scorekeeping thing for monsters and axes down on the bottom right-hand side in the score area. It's going to help you get points. That's how you're going to get points for the end of the game. The game ends after 7 rounds. After 7 rounds, you total everything up. There's a little scoring box down in the bottom. Whoever has the most points wins. For a regular game, you would secretly place your traps when they come up. And at the end, when someone else drew through that trap, they would lose points. They were, oh, well, we'll reveal. For this game, we're going to pull these 2 trap cards out of the deck, and Brandon is going to generate a couple of traps that none of us know anything about. We'll play the whole game, and he'll tell us where the traps were at the end of the game.
Brandon is the official heartbreaker.
Yeah, Brandon's...
He's going to do from behind the...
Does Valentine's Day have, like, a Grinch?
It's the heartbreaker now. That's
the Heartbreaker.
Yeah. It sounds like a really good wrestler.
It's a different
Is
it a different baby?
It's actually just the Hitman Heart.
Is that the Hitman Heart? I did Macho Man, but I like where you went.
I get you. So actually scoring, we should probably mention the actual scoring method. Right. It is at the bottom here in case you guys ever get lost, but there are a few different ways to score in the game. One of the cooler ones is monsters. You'll notice that there's axes. I'm going to do the smaller camera over here, but there are some that are axes on the board and they have different letters on them, and there's different monsters that have different letters on them, and you pretty much, at the end of the game, if you've crossed through the same axe, like the A axe and the A monster, you'll get points for that. However, if you've crossed through just the letter of the monster and not the letter of the axe, you'll get negative points if I'm correct on that.
And it doesn't, you only score once at the end of the game, so it doesn't matter if on turn 1 you drew over the monster and on turn 5 you drew over the weapon.
So like sea monster, if you want to enter there, that's totally fine. You just want to probably eventually to get to that sea
or
axe.
you're going to lose some points.
There's also some skull coins there, which are only worth points if you also cross through the skull itself, which the skull in this case is pretty close to the middle there.
The dead center of the map.
Dead center. Got some, I believe it's gold as well. That's just if you do a dead end on that spot, or is that just go through it?
You go through it like everything else.
Okay, cool.
Gold is still, the bags of gold are worth points. Yeah. They're just worth more points if you also touch the dragon.
That's
you
right.
also
it's
go
the
through
dragon.
If you collect the dragon and gold coins.
Which I didn't see the dragon on this.
The gold coins are worth more.
Oh, I see them now.
The skull coins are not worth anything if you do not get the skull.
But they're not negative. So if you don't get the skull, that's okay. But
and then weapons are a point on their own.
And weapons are worth points on their own. But the things that can give you negative points are traps, which again we can't really control in this one because Brandon's going to be controlling that and going through monsters and not getting the corresponding weapon. Also, you can get bonus points, like Randy said, for not using all of your entrances. You'll get bonus points for that.
You get 1 point for every unused entrance. Cool. If you can get 5 points out of using an entrance, go ahead and do it. You're going to be fine there.
The value is there.
Provided somebody doesn't put a trap right in front of that entrance.
Right, cool. Well, and if we have any questions pop up, like rules questions or anything like that, let us know. Brandon will address those. But if everyone is all set, pretty much all you need again is just your map, get something to write with, and follow along with us here. And stay tuned till the end. Make sure to stay tuned till the end. Once we start tallying scores, leave your score in the comments. And I'm going to be explaining why you want to do that because it's going to be related to a contest. So
you're going to make sure we can see the cards over there.
We'll draw them and we'll actually do the cards over here. So for sure. Which will be
that area.
This zone here probably is going to be the best for it. Yeah.
Hey, don't look at my super awesome here. It won't be as bad on this one because we can't see traps.
Yeah, I don't think it'll be that big a deal for us. And I'm going to show off my first move anyway, so everyone can kind of see what's going on.
Are you ready? Is everyone ready?
Okay, chat. We're gonna do it. I think we've given them enough time to join into the stream.
I'm gonna write my name on the top of this.
The Heartbreaker.
No, that's Brain.
I know. I'm just Hunter.
Just Hunter. You'd be glad that wasn't what you came with for the anti.
Just Hunter.
The anti-Cupid. Just Hunter. Here we go. Cool. We're going to draw 4 cards here at random. We have Straight Line, the small T, another small T, 3 small T's. And remember, these can be oriented any way you need. It isn't the way they were drawn. But you do have to use all 4. If you choose not to use one, you will be punished.
Okay, and so for example, I'm going to go ahead and start mine off. I'm actually going to write mine over that first entrance. So I'm going to use one of the T's on that entrance to come through on this sea monster. Sea monster. So that's now marked off. So I've used one of the T's, and I've got a couple more things to cover. So we're going to use a straight line here. Building off of that, as you can see. Then I'm going to do another T here, where that F is. Maybe later I can get like a dead end and get the F. And then we're going to do one more T down here. That's what mine looks like. So he's got kind of like a line going down the side of it. Set myself up for later. I did cross over that monster though, so I have to take into account, and I need to get that C axe later.
Now, a couple things that are handy to do when you're doing this is if you look at your map, there in the upper left-hand corner of each box, there's another smaller box. You can put the round number in there so you know which round you did something on.
That's actually true, yeah.
When you get several rounds into the game, that helps try to figure out if you've used everything yet, because you can see what you did last turn and this turn and everything else.
Smart. So just to give you all another close-up of that, that's what that looks like. I just put the marker there, but I'll move so you guys can use these cards.
And then the other thing that's handy to do is down at the bottom is to go ahead and put tally marks or mark through things that you've crossed through already, so it makes scoring faster at the end. Like Hunter, since you went through the C monster, you just put a cross through that C on the bottom. You'll know already at the end which ones you've gone through.
You can tell Jimmy's demoed this quite a bit because he has got all the shortcuts.
I know how to make it go faster.
That's how it was designed.
Yeah.
Anything that makes the game go faster is good stuff.
And we're not gonna try to rush through it, but we'll once everyone here is kind of finished up, we'll give you guys a few extra seconds to do that.
We'll yabber for a little bit.
But if you need to go back in the video or something, you can always kind of pause it and see what the cards are. We're not going anywhere.
Now, Brandon, you've already trapped it. You're not looking at her stuff and then putting the traps in?
Already did the traps.
Okay.
Okay, so Brandon's not cheating.
We pre-hate you for this,
yes,
by the way. Just so you know.
And this is round 1 of 7.
Round 1 of 7.
Yes, we do 7 rounds of this. Everybody got theirs down?
I've got mine.
good.
I think that should be good enough.
All right.
Let's shuffle these out.
We'll scoop it all up. No need to shuffle them. I
know why I said
like
shuffle.
to set them aside in a stack so I know, hey, that is 1 round.
That makes sense.
And then we draw our next. And when I've got 7 piles up there, I know.
I'll just put these up. So we got
Got
corner,
the, corner,
straight.
straight line, dead end.
There's a dead end. Nice.
Reduce options here. Straight line. All right.
So
that
2 straight lines and a corner and a dead end. So.
And these just go right in the middle of the boxes. Like Randy was talking about the chevrons earlier, the little diamonds you can see on the corner of each square. And those match up to what's on the cards themselves. So you're drawing in the boxes, not along the edges of the boxes or anything.
Yep.
It's a mistake I see people make sometimes.
Yeah, it's a pretty common one.
And one thing to note, so this dead end can be really important. This one with the dot on the end, because as Randy said, you can't go into you can't just run into a wall. So like in the case of, if you look at your map where F is the F axe, I can't just do a straight line into it because it's got walls on all 3 sides. So I can only put that dead end there. So worth noting.
I don't feel good about anything I'm doing here. So
I got straight lines out the wazoo, huh?
Yep.
We're gonna do a straight line here. Nope, we're gonna do a straight line here because we have to. Then we're gonna do a turn here through that axe. So I've done a dead end. I've done a straight line. I need one more straight line, which will be here.
Cripes.
You'll start noticing as you get into spots that only certain types of lines are going to go in certain areas, like areas with 2 walls on a wall on either side. You're going to have to use a straight line or a dead end there.
Yeah,
things like that.
This map in particular has
we got a lot of
It's a
corners.
vicious little map.
Oh yeah, we chose this one on purpose.
All right. I'm
gonna show this off
for a little bit.
That's what I'm doing so far.
See, you're going the single path.
Right now,
Solid, bro.
we'll see how it goes.
I am nowhere near that.
And normally you don't show people what you're doing, but in this case we don't have traps to hurt each other with, so why not? Everybody good?
I ain't copying you.
Okay. Again, guys at home, if you're playing along,
Feel free to pause it.
Feel free to pause it. No problem.
Here we go.
Another round.
This is round 3 of 7. Straight line. A draw 2. All right.
So we'll draw 2.
Another straight line. And a large T.
Okay, that's our draw 2 calendar 4.
A dead end. And another dead end. So,
killing me.
a total of 5 cards here because we had the draw.
Because of the draw 2, yeah. There's some extra. The dead end is pretty brutal. There's a lot of problems here, actually.
Yeah.
Folks, there were issues. Again, if you can't build off of the line you're already building, you can always start a new entrance. That's totally fine. if a new entrance is available.
I'm going
for
to
it.
score nothing this game.
Good.
I sense a problem.
I'm fine with that.
This is
that
this is how you say not good.
Oh,
I guess that'll have to go there.
I think I remember something.
What did you do? What do you remember, Randy?
Probably something he thought of when he designed this map, and he just probably walked into it.
Yep.
No,
Or
it's,
he's walking out of it,
Yeah.
and it's fine. And I don't like either of those, so no.
A couple of dead ends, huh? Yeah, I don't like that. Where's that? He's right there. So I don't want to dead end there.
Okay. Well, wait, is that all of them? One.
Because this isn't dry
that's not
erase,
all.
this is going to be
Oh,
a
yeah,
bit
it
of a
is.
mess.
Oh no, it's fine.
Are you undoing
Only if you
some
make-
things?
Oh, yeah, totally undo it. Totally undo it.
No takesies, backsies. Welcome to hardcore Deadly
We're
Doodles.
doing hardcore?
Hardcore mode. No, I'm joking. Guys, it's fine. You can take stuff back.
Once the round is done, I tend to say, that's it.
That's fair. Well, while they're finishing up, I've obviously mastered the art of Deadly Doodles. We do have Deadly Doodles out already, so you can get that at Warehouse 23 if you don't have it already. It's an extremely fun little game. Plays really fast. It's going to take a little bit longer right now because we're kind of, giving you guys some time to catch up. But plays in way less than 30 minutes. Usually plays in about 15, 20
Usually
minutes.
about 15 for most games.
And that's available now. And then we've got Deadly Doodles 2, which is going to be delivering to Kickstarter backers a little bit later, and pretty soon, but not immediately. We're still waiting on those copies now. Once they've delivered to Kickstarter backers, then we'll go to game stores. So you'll be able to get that, and that actually is a cool expansion because it adds a lot more maps, and it adds a cool die mechanic where you actually have some variability with some stuff.
Yeah, it's got a couple more little mechanics.
Some one-way doors.
Room
and stuff.
doors and...
Just new ways to score points and stuff. New reasons to draw in different areas.
I did not like that round, Randy. Draw better next time.
That's bad.
Yeah.
I've got a whole lot of problems stemming from what happened right there.
I think everything's going,
That was round 3.
I think everything's going great for me, guys. I don't know what y'all are talking about.
Good for you.
Round 4, we have a small T,
I could use that.
an elbow,
Oh, thank God.
Oh, good.
We needed some elbows.
another straight line, and another small T.
Okay. I can
All
work
right.
with this at least.
All right.
Another one bites the dust. We're in a rough spot here. That is way away from where I'm at.
Yeah, isn't it?
Yeah, real rough there. Oh man.
Yes, I guess I want to use
care?
that there. Oh, let's deal with that on. That's a future turn, Jimmy problem.
That's a future Jimmy issue.
Tomorrow Jimmy issue.
No, let's just do this.
It's like a turn 6 Jimmy issue. We'll
This is
deal with it then.
so inefficient. So much wasted. I'm not feeling good. I'm not feeling good about that.
No reason to do that.
This is tough sledding.
We got any questions in chat there, Brandon?
Two T's down and then one more straight.
All right.
Good.
Everybody's dead on. They know how
Everyone's
this
dead
stuff's
on, no
working.
problems. We're
Just,
all
all
masters
problems
of
are
the
over
art.
here.
We're all masters of the art.
Got another T, huh? Have that. What's up there? Let's call.
I'm gonna be honest with you guys. I don't know if skull coins are gonna be my way to victory this game.
I'm gonna be honest with you. I think that's why I'm gonna lose this game. Is more than I can chew sort of situation.
You've gone for all victory conditions.
Yeah.
Nope.
All right. There's my 4. Not great,
One,
but it's
two,
better than last
three,
round.
4. That happened. Well, I tell you
We
what,
got problems.
unused doors definitely won't be my victory condition.
Yeah, I've already used 3 doors.
Yes.
3 doors here. 3 doors down.
I need some.
But
They need some dead ends at appropriate
Wait.
times.
Oh,
Show your...
don't look, Randy.
I'm looking all I want today.
what I've
It is
got.
against the rules, but I'm going to do it anyway because it doesn't really matter here.
Brandon's seeing because he hasn't put his traps down, and he wants to see our map.
What if a viewer like just copies your map and they're like, I know I can at least...
I'm
die for-
impressed. Well, so here's the thing: the contest does not deal with winning. I just want to see your scores. So that's
Well, that's
one thing.
good.
The contest is going to be more. I want to see y'all's results, and then whoever has played along with us is going to be entered to win a copy of Deadly Doodles and Deadly Doodles 2.
That's
When
pretty
that
sweet
comes
little...
out. So that you won't get it immediately because again we're still waiting on copies and we want to make sure it goes to Kickstarter.
Deals too yet.
Yeah, neither do I. So we're gonna wait
I
till
might.
Kickstarter backers get theirs. But
I
then,
might at least have some...
well, we have demo stuff for that.
I might have a...
We're good.
I think we're good.
Round
We're all
five
done with
or-
that. This is round 5.
Whew, it's getting
We're halfway through. That
This
was
is-
that was the halfway point.
Oof, okay.
oofa doofa.
Here's round 5.
Man, that's
What we got?
it's not going to be
A dead
high-scoring
end.
game.
Good start.
A
Dead end.
T.
A
A
T.
little T. Oh, there's both of them. An elbow. And a little T. Okay. All right. It's big money.
Okay. That's not big money. What are you talking about?
It's exactly what happened.
Where did oh, it's there. Okay. I'm like, where did that weapon go? I know I found it somewhere.
This is a lot.
So chat wants to know that we have Randy to blame for this map.
I helped.
helped.
This, for the most part, is Sam Mitchke. I had input, but really, if you want to throw blame, I feel comfortable
Both are
standing
blame.
aside
That's
on the
saying
blame
guy
on
who's not here to
this.
defend himself is at fault.
This particular map, I feel comfortable saying
There is one villain in the room.
Sam did. Sam did.
So while they're filling theirs out, I'll show you guys mine behind the cards here because y'all might still need to see those, but that's what we're looking at. I've got a few entrances going here. The inside of the heart, I'm not really focusing enough on. There's a lot of gold in there, and I just don't think I'm gonna get to it.
Gold.
There's gold in them there hearts.
Elbow.
That's not how any of that works.
And need a dead end somewhere.
Dead ends are the best, right?
They are when you need them. They're
Actually,
a little inconvenient when you don't.
Yeah.
Little inconvenient when you don't.
So we're on round.
This is
round
round
5.
5.
I created a kind of an
You know,
issue
I'm
for myself.
going to go
later.
ahead and just say I'm not
You're
going to
rocking
do
it,
that,
huh?
and I'm going to
You're all over the
use
place.
the dead end
I'm-
there.
I just wanted this, but then I noticed that I just had 2 dead ends over here to get to that E weapon. So
Yeah,
I think
but
I'm
you
just
can
gonna
use
ignore
another
that guy.
entrance.
Ooh.
If it came up, you could
Maybe.
you could
Well, that's
grab
gonna be a
both.
problem.
One round.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that other dead end on round 3
Oh, I got the F guy. So he's.
gave me something I'm going to have to overcome.
There is a set amount of different types of cards in the game. So if you wanted to calculate that out, I actually don't want to know right now because I can't
They're-
remember how many have come up of each.
They're
and-
there for a reason, especially the dead ends. Because
Yeah.
if you put in too many dead ends, your game could end in round 2.
Mm-hmm.
There would be nothing you can do to play on the original maps because all the dead ends come up if
Exactly.
there were too many. Yes.
I feel like there's too many right now.
They've come
And
up
this
a
is a
little.
holiday about feelings, so I'm right.
We're there ain't many left, if any.
I hope you used them all the right spot,
Oh,
Jimmy.
no, I ran right there. with
I think
one of them.
that's-
I think there's.
Yeah, I think we're good.
All right, this is round 5.
So
done.
2 more
We
rounds,
are on to
right?
round 6 of 7 rounds. So your
stretch
business.
Settle
An
your
elbow?
business quick.
Another elbow. A straight line. Oh, come on. And a dead end. So your options didn't,
Sorry, Jimmy.
Your options didn't broaden.
Did we mention there are more dead ends?
Yeah.
6.
Oh, I needed
two
that.
elbows there,
Oh,
right?
it's
Yeah.
so close to what I needed.
All right, so we'll go 1 elbow there.
We'll dead end that.
Go 1 elbow here.
I can't do it if I don't.
Yeah,
We'll do.
and then
What can we do here?
a straight line.
It's
and
not
a
going to
dead
work.
end.
It's not going to work. I need it to be just a scotch closer, and it's not going to happen.
Oh, that's not entrance. Oh, this is though. Straight.
We can't get there from here. So if we can't do that,
I feel fairly good about where I'm at.
3.
I
got a straight line to use still.
I do not.
Don't. Well, you know that's not a
I'm
terrible
everywhere.
one to go with. 1, 2. Maybe closer to that.
Remember, guys, only 4 more cards. Potentially a little more if there's a draw 2 in that. But there are 2 draw 2s. I did catch that, I think.
There are 2 draw 2s.
So we might be getting 5 cards. We'll see. We shall see.
All right.
This
I think I'm
is
good.
why
now,
I lose.
Now I could use another dead end if one comes up in the last round.
Okay, here we go. This is
see.
if one comes up. We've had like 7 dead ends.
Now I think we've had 5.
We've had a lot of dead
There
ends.
may be one more.
A bit of 5.
Jimmy, the one time you wanted dead end, here it is.
There's no dead. Yeah.
All right, here's the 7th round.
All right.
A big T,
Okay.
a draw 2. There
Yeah,
you go.
we got
There's
it.
your
Okay.
reward. A big T. These are
Oh, no, these
as
are
big
awful.
a punishment if you get them all at once. An elbow.
Okay. What with that?
Another big T.
Oh, good lord. Oof.
An elbow.
Oh, thank God we got an elbow. Okay.
It is
right.
an embarrassment of riches. It is also not a good thing.
No, the big T's are.
I could be in trouble at this
The
point.
big T's are pretty much unusable on my side.
Well, then they will be negatives if you can't
Are you
use them.
serious?
Yeah, you have
Can't
to.
use the card. Yeah.
Oh,
gotta
that sucks.
use
I'm
the
just,
card
okay,
up.
then instead of taking negatives, I'll have to just. Oh wait, no, I can use them.
I mean, you come in under
Kind
entrance sort of
of.
thing.
Well, I can just build off of this one. It just won't get me anything. I guess I
3
can
big
use
T's
them
and 2
just
elbows, basically.
poorly.
Oh no, I am into how do I waste this constructively time on this particular map. Well, that's points, so we can take that.
And then 2 big T's to use somewhere.
2 big T's. I got 3 big T's I got to use. It's a lot of wasted space.
And most of the entrances can't support them.
Nope.
2 of
Is
them
there-
can. 2 of them can. Yeah, these over here. This one and this one both can support it.
Oh, okay, yeah. One of the entrances I haven't used. Actually, we used both entrances that could support it already.
Good job. Good job.
One of them for an earlier big T.
Good move. I feel like that was an apt maneuver.
All right.
Yep, they're gonna go nowhere. We are
I can
into.
use this one. Here.
I'm just seeing if there's anything I can score with
2,
them.
3.
Nah, it's.
1, 2, 3.
I think I
4.
just went into dump zone with them.
Went in the dump zone. I
Can't go there. Can't go
I like
there.
that.
No, won't fit there. Won't fit there. Had I. See, I could have saved that straight line for something else last round and used it right there.
Those are trash, and I am trash for needing them.
I like that song.
Thank you.
It's my favorite.
It's,
I believe that is
That's a
one
Morrissey
I
song.
can't use. That is an unused card for me.
Well, there is
Yeah, no, there's a section for it.
number 7.
We did it.
Jimmy's doing the old number 7.
Okay, guys, this is what mine ended up looking like.
Bad.
Bringing it in.
You did some good,
I think it did okay.
constructive.
I didn't have any mess ups as far as like. I mean, I just had to do some pluses and a
Oh no,
plus.
no! The center was a burial ground for teas. Mine looks like trash.
Oh yeah, we'll get a close up of yours when you're done, Jimmy.
It's just trash.
Randy's Heartland.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah those. Successfully avoided either of those. All right, there's.
Hey, there were no dead ends left.
So that's what we're looking at for me here.
Yeah, there you go.
Waste of talent on that.
Nice, Brandon. So
Oh, that's right. Wait. So,
the heartbreaker.
do we want to wait for?
Yeah, let's do it. Yeah, let's do it when we get there in the
Yeah,
scoring
okay.
thing.
We'll do
Okay.
Okay, so the way this works is, actually, Randy, why don't you just walk us through that?
All right. We've all finished. We've established we've all finished. In a normal game, this part would flow the same. So, we're just going to go to the section at the bottom where it says scoring, and we're going to start at number 1 and go down to the bottom. This particular map has 8 scoring spots. Number 1, you get +5 for each coin your path is drawn through, only if your path is also drawn through the skull. Mine was.
Wow, that's fancy.
I got 1 coin, but no skull, so nothing for
I
me.
got 3 coins, so I pull in 15 right there.
Oh
Alright.
my goodness.
All right, line 2. You're going to get 2 points for each bag of loot your path went through. If you also went through the dragon, you will get 4 points instead of 2.
4 points each, right?
4
Yes.
points each. That
So
is.
I did 2 bags of loot and I went through the dragon, so 8 points for me.
I got 3 and the dragon, so 12 for me.
I'm getting blown out.
I got 3 and no dragons, so 6. Yeah, here's where I'm going to lose a couple points. Well, not gain some points. All right, line number 3. It is 1 point for each weapon you went through.
That's 3 of those.
4.
I got
Those?
1.
Oh boy.
All right. Now, here is the tricky part and why we did that calculating before. Plus 4, so you'll get 4 points for each monster your path is drawn through that you have the same weapon for in line 3. So, an example, I have weapon B and monster B. So because of that, I get the points for monster B. I'll get 4 points.
I got 3 of those, so 12 points for me.
That's
16 for me.
monsters is where I'm going to lose.
The next line's the tricky one.
This is one of the first bad ones. You lose 2 points for each monster your path is drawn through that does not match a weapon scored in item 3. So, I didn't get any of those monsters, so I pull a 0 there.
I also did 0.
I got monster A and did not get a weapon A, so that
it's
is
only-
minus 2 for me.
It's only 2 points. And here's another one that's going to sting just a bit. Line 6 on this map. Plus 1 for each unused entryway arrow. An unused entryway arrow is any arrow that your line didn't connect to. If you drew through the box, but it didn't connect to the line, you did not use the arrow.
So this is a used one over here, and up top I have an unused here.
Yep.
So there's 4 around the outside of the map and 4 around the heart
Yep.
side of the
I
map.
believe there are 8 total.
Yep, I used unused 3.
I've got 5 unused.
4.
Jeez.
Okay. If, line number 7, if you did not use a card, let us say you chose not to use one of those early dead ends, or you were unable to use one of your cards,
Like one of those big
like
Ts.
one of those 2 big T's at the end,
Yeah,
you lose 2 points for each of those. It's
Alright.
another 0.
I got minus 2 on that one.
Okay.
All right. We have come to the friend heartbreaking
Here comes the heartbreaker.
heartbreaker.
So if you notice, around the outside edge of the map, around down the side, there's letters on each row, and across the top, there's numbers on each column, like
This is what Jimmy's talking about right here.
D4 or
A, B, C, D,
H9.
1, 2, 3, 4. So if we were to call right now D4, we would go D4, it would be this square right
We're
here.
gonna play a quick game of Battleship with Brandon.
Yeah, Brandon's about to.
Brandon.
He's about to ruin our lives.
The first trap, Brandon.
The first trap is E6.
E.
Oh,
Oh boy. Womp womp.
did he get you?
Nope.
He missed
That was
me.
one off.
You missed me.
Next trap,
Now at home,
Brandon.
the same mark E6 on your
so
map at home.
E6 is like right here above the skull.
Even if you've got something there, it's bad, but you need
if
to
not,
mark
don't
it.
worry about it.
Brandon.
Second trap is I.
Oh no.
Oh.
No! you jerk!
It would have only been better if you guys would have got hit by both of those.
Heartbreaker.
He knew to protect the dragon. What a jerk.
Yeah.
All right. So those are both the traps that we have placed. Remember, we did it that way because we're playing via the live stream. Normally, we would draw the cards and they would have come up there. For each of those traps that was drawn through, you will lose 3 points.
Yeah, if you drew in the space that he called out, you're gonna lose. You're gonna get hit by that trap and lose 3 points for each one of those.
If we were playing a normal game, we would have had ours in secret, and at this point in the game, we would go around the table, and I would say, "Okay, my trap is in E4 or wherever."
now, when
and
you have
claim both
multiple,
of mine.
now when you're playing normally, multiple people could put traps in the same place.
If-
and in that case,
If 2 people in a normal game, if 2 people trap the same block, then they both get hit by their traps, and the other players do not. They're allowed to go through that freely, even though there were traps there. 2, 3, if multiple people trap the same block, that's what happens.
Their traps blow up in their face.
Yep.
It's fun. Cool.
Oh, now we gotta score it up.
Calculate it. Let's see what you got.
Tabulate.
I'm gonna keep the tension high. Where I'm not gonna show mine yet. I'm gonna have these knuckleheads do theirs first, and then you guys feel free to start dropping your scores in the comments below. I'll explain all that. Hey! You're not the heartbreaker. Brandon's the heartbreaker.
I don't feel good about what I
was going
did.
to give you some more hearts.
I feel like you
got
two.
darted out.
I feel like you two did some good.
I did okay.
You had some good money coming in from the monsters and stuff.
My monsters were good, but I didn't have a lot of coins, and coins are pretty big money.
I did loot and monsters. I missed on one monster, but I stayed out of the middle of the map entirely.
I think Jimmy beat me raw points, but his negatives may help me.
I got a couple.
Yeah, he had a few negatives, so I think you maybe. Let's start with Jimmy. Jimmy, what'd you get?
So I ended up with 25 points.
Okay, and what'd you get?
That's not bad.
That's not bad. What'd you end up with?
I got 30.
I got 28. So you got us. Of course, the designer wins again.
Big surprise. Specifically designed. Yeah, no.
Mine was literally the trap. Brandon's trap.
Had you not been hit by Brandon's
31
trap,
points.
you would have 31 because I was hit by
Thanks.
none.
Thanks, Brandon.
Jimmy, how many points did you lose?
I lost 7 overall.
So
3
you
for the
had
trap,
32.
2 for the unused card,
You
and
would've
2
beaten
for the
me?
monster that
Had-
on the dead end.
Had
so-
you only lost 5, you would have tied.
Yeah, and if I'd waited for the last round to connect over to this, I could have used the straight line somewhere else and put that extra across there. So
Yes.
I wasn't sure what was coming. You never know
Brandon
exactly.
savagely got me on that one.
Yeah.
Just the absolute
Look at that.
heartbreaker at the end.
All right, so
winner.
at home, tally your scores up. Throw in the chat down here or over there or whichever platform you're watching on. It's going to be on one of those
Facebook,
sides.
Twitch, or YouTube. What I'm going to be doing is, if you're catching this late, we're going to set I'll probably set a deadline and check this. Whenever I check the results, I'm going to look for just a number, and then we'll put everyone in an RNG thing and pick one between. It's only going to be one winner between all 3 platforms. So technically, I can't really tell if you've entered multiple times on multiple platforms, but please only enter once if you can avoid it. That'd be cool. But again, it's only one winner anyway. So
So
Yeah,
what
but
do what if we have for scores already
5
out there,
tickets in the
Brandon?
pot, you know.
we'll see.
Just so we know if anyone's beaten Randy so far.
Yeah.
It's total.
See, one scoring is for 20 points.
Okay, that's a good one.
Beating
Out of both traps.
That'll do it. That will do it.
Harsh. Yeah, that'll
beating me is totally possible.
Yeah.
This is not
Yeah.
not done very
Stay
well.
tuned for the
Like,
bonus stream where we do that.
So that is Deadly Doodles, and we have a Christmas map as well. If you ever want to play stuff around the holidays, I'm one of those guys that when a holiday comes around, I'm really into the holiday themed games like Christmas or Valentine's Day or Halloween and stuff like
did
that.
totally Halloween.
This was you.
This
wasn't
is me. Yeah, I love holidays.
it? You festive the place up.
So I'll probably be doing the Christmas one again this year to make it a tradition. I love this game. It's so much fun. Speaking of, we are doing FNORDCon in April. If you recall, the FNORDCon stuff is coming up. That's going to be our own personal Steve Jackson Games convention here in Austin. And hopefully we get to run one of these live with a group of people at the convention. I'd love to do another live game of Deadly Doodles there. Probably
if
do
there's
something like that.
and if there's enough interest, maybe I'll do like an after hours one or something like
Cool.
that.
I'd be down to do that. Yeah, this sounds fun. So yeah, we'll do some more of that. And
Depends
again,
on schedule.
yeah, we'll see how it goes. But yeah, that is Deadly Doodles, the Valentine's Day map. If you want to run it again, feel free to print some more of these out. That's why we have them online. Check out the Christmas one. Check out Deadly Doodles. If you don't own it already, it's a really fun game. And look for that expansion coming out a little bit later this year. Guys, anything you wanted to add?
It should be good, I think.
Awesome.
Yeah,
We've
really.
covered it.
We'll be back next Wednesday, 2 o'clock.
Yes, next Wednesday, 2 o'clock.
What are we doing then?
I'm not 100% sure what our stream. I'll have to check our schedule in the back, but we'll post about that online and share what we're doing then. If you missed it last week, we unboxed the Pocket Boxes. Go back and check that stream out. That was really fun. I got to do a lot of the classic stuff. But in the meantime, guys, thanks for tuning in. Play some more games, and we'll see you next week. Have a happy Valentine's Day.